today, from Soldier Field in Chicago,
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 110 yards, and the score.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
Flushed out right. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On first down, it's Fields.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Here's the first carry for Tarik Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll buy some, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard touchdown run. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take them. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. 13th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe...
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his second touchdown here in this. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On play action, Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Texans who's got the lead in the second quarter. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Love, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Now Fields.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Off play action, Fields.
Out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Swift.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Buying time to his left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And some room to roam now. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 15.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Allen. That's taken in by Knox.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Throwing is Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Steps away to his left. First down and more for Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. That was taken away from them by their own mistake.
The opportunity squashed.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
so for the Bears,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
meanwhile for Buffalo, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Staff points can be used across all of your staff characters. When you have enough staff points, you can begin purchasing talents or special skills that will improve your team on or off the field. To see what effect each talent has, highlight it on the talent tree. The panel will also show whether a talent is available for purchase. Some talent trees make you select a path to follow to build your easily see how many players you need to cut this week. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
This will be caught by Brown. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
Well, here we go on 4th down, Fields.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A quick throw outlined to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
To throw is Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A.J. Brown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things can be bumpy for you.
And he goes out right around the 39. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Chase Young
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dancing to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think,
and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Daron Payne, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose.
And does Washington have it? They do.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. This offense ready to get back out there, as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
On 1st down, Fields. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 22,
Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Work out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign him?
Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. A.J. Brown, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Tackle made by Chase Young. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He's going deep for Brown.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Fields. And Thomas has it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A.J. Brown. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Fields now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's Fields. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And some room to work. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a win. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Got a man, it's Brown. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. it looks like he'll throw here. Going for it all.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Thomas brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Again, Fields. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields
keeping it himself. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for Chicago, the train just keeps rolling, 9-0 now.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On first down, Fields.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now a play fake here on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Fields throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So with a lot of good...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 50, here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To the air again, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his third touchdown now on the... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st down, it's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields, he's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Now Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 19. It's caught. Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Throwing after the interception, Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields
Steps away. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His... Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium.
today. From Stadium
Play action. It's Fields.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A.J. Brown, his 19th touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now Fields.
He's going deep for Brown.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago.
When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done. Can they reset now and hold them to a field goal?
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it?
Touchdown! That's caught.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 8. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Fields throwing again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. Fields on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Flushed out right. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Off play action, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. Touchdown Bears! Antonio Brown. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules?
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
On 1st down, Fields.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him so far. Back to throw, Fields.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings...
Offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Now it's Fields.
The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry up.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
Touchdown! Danger. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to